Welcome to another Dragonlance Saga gaming episode. Today I'm presenting The Soulforge by Terry Phillips, the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Gamebook No. 4, released in September 1985. Please visit the link in the description below for the character stat card and details on how to play along. The basic idea is to watch video 1 after this introduction, and at the end, choose one of the end screen or card list options presented. You can find the full list of videos in the YouTube playlist at the top of the video end screen or cards list. I would like to take a moment and thank the members of this channel and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below. You can even pick up Dragonlance gaming materials using my affiliate links. How to play. On the threshold of the Towers of High Sorcery. During the night, a mist-shrouded forest magically appeared before your campsite. You recognized it instantly as the mysterious Wayreth Forest, the last barrier that stands between you and your destination, the fabled Towers of High Sorcery. But now, as you and your brother Caramon make your way along the foggy forest path, the mists ahead of you suddenly part. Facing you is a hooded, glowing, spectral figure who raises one hand, points it straight at you, and begins to advance toward you. You realize you've only a few moments to cast a spell at the mysterious spectral being. What spell will you cast? Visit the URL in the description below and locate the spell you wish to cast along one side of the spell resolution table, then cross-index the spell you have chosen with the number of the video you're watching. Choose the numbered video that you will find where the two columns meet to find out the results of your spell. Whatever the outcome, only your decisions and the luck of the dice roll can help you pass the test of the Soulforge. An Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Gamebook No. 4, The Soulforge by Terry Phillips. Cover art by Keith Parkinson, interior art by Mark Nelson. To Raistlin, who is more alive than he'll ever know. An exciting new experience in books. Welcome, you who are about to endure the test of the Soulforge, to an exciting, totally new concept in role-playing game books. Based on the popular Advanced Dungeons & Dragons game, adventure game books require only 2 standard 6-sided dice, an ample supply of luck, and, most of all, your skill in making decisions as you play the game. If dice are unavailable, a simple alternative requiring only pencil and paper may be used instead. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons adventure game books read easily without complicated rules to slow down the story. Once you have read through the simple rules that follow, you should seldom find it necessary to refer back to them. Your options are repeated clearly in the text at each choice point, with occasional reminders about additional options you may wish to consider to improve your chances. Your adventure reads like a book, plays like a game, and offers a thrill a minute, with you as the hero. Your character. In this book, you are Raistlin of Solace, a moody, hot-tempered, brilliant young magic user from the village of Solace. Your world is the world of Krynn from the Dragonlance Chronicles, peopled by all manner of strange beings and creatures. For as long as you remember, you have been able to read and detect magic inherently, a fact noted with a great deal of attention by the citizens of Solace. Some expect great things of you. Others warn that you will bring damnation upon their village. But all that must occupy the back of your mind for now as you set out upon your greatest challenge to journey to the fabled Towers of High Sorcery, there to face the dreaded test that all great mages must pass. Playing the game. Establishing your character. Your Raistlin of Solace will be different from someone else's because you helped to create him. Carefully review the character stat card in the URL in the description below. This card is your record of Raistlin's character makeup. Since you will probably be playing this adventure many times, there is also a PDF form of the original bookmark character stat card so that your character stats can be easily maintained and changed when you're ready to play again. Another alternative is to reproduce the card on a 3-inch by 5-inch card or a slip of paper. You are now ready to complete the individual identity of Raistlin by establishing his strengths and weaknesses. Your character's name, Raistlin, and character class, Magic User, have already been entered for you. Before you fill out the rest of your card, it is necessary for you to understand the game's scoring system. Scoring. Playing the game requires you to keep track of 3 things: hit points, skill points, and experience points, on the character stat card in the URL in the description below. An explanation of each of these follows. Hit points. As Raistlin, you have a specific life strength, represented by hit points. Once your character's hit points are gone, he ceases to exist, and the adventure has ended. whether the text comes to an end or not. Raistlin may lose hit points when he fails, through the roll of the dice, to subdue an enemy with a magic spell or outwit the enemy, because the opponent strikes him back. As a result, you must deduct a stated number of hit points from Raistlin's hit point total. A character may also lose hit points through sneak attacks or through carelessness when he has no chance to fight back. In such instances, roll the stated number of dice for damage. The result of the die roll is deducted from the character's total hit points and recorded on the character's stats card. Raistlin, as a young magic user, a class not known for its strength, starts out with 6 hit points, plus 2 random chances to improve this score. Roll one 6-sided die twice and add the higher number of the 2 scores to 6 for your total hit points. Record this number in the blank space labeled hit points. Guard Raistlin's hit points carefully, but don't be too cautious about losing them when the goal seems worthwhile. At times throughout this adventure, you may have the opportunity to recover some of your hit points through healing or rest. However, it's important to remember that you can never recover more hit points than you had at the start of your adventure. Skill points. Now you are ready to determine the skills of your characters. Skill points allow you to increase a character's chances of success by adding the score for a specific skill to the dice roll. In this book, you will be asked to divide 9 skill points in any way you want for Raistlin, with one exception. As a magic user, Raistlin's reasoning skill score must be the highest or equal to the highest of the 3 skill scores, and his presence skill score must be the lowest or equal to the lowest. All 3 skills must have at least 1 skill point assigned. An explanation of each of your 3 skills, reasoning, agility, and presence, follows. Reasoning. A magic user's reasoning power is his most important skill. It enables him to think through all aspects of a situation quickly, frequently while under great pressure. When you use your reasoning skill in this book, roll 1 die and add the result to your reasoning skill score. If the total is equal to or larger than the number required, given in the text, you are successful. Agility. Raistlin's agility score increases his chance of success in feats involving such things as nimbleness, dexterity, speed, dodging, and the like. To use your agility skill, roll 1 die and add the result to your agility skill score. If the total is equal to or greater than the number given in the text, you have succeeded. Presence. Your presence skill score increases your chances of success in keeping cool under pressure without panicking. It also helps you to convince others to act as you wish them to. Thus, its use can frequently influence the decisions of others. To use your presence skill, roll 1 die and add the result to your presence skill score. If the total equals or exceeds the number given in the text, you are successful. Experience points. As in real life, experience increases chance of success in a given situation because you have encountered a similar situation before and understand the possibilities that may occur. You, as Raistlin, begin this adventure with precisely 6 experience points. You may spend them to increase your chances on any die roll throughout the book, but once experience points are used up, they are gone and must be deducted from your total. We suggest you save as many as you can in this adventure, for at some point you may be judged by them. To use experience points, you must decide how many points you will spend before you roll the die, then add that score to the die roll. Whether the roll of the die is successful or not, the experience points are gone and must be deducted from your total. Use your experience points wisely, saving them for crucial situations. At a number of places in the story, you may be rewarded with extra experience points for playing the adventure well. Magic use. A magic user must memorize the spells he plans to use for any given adventure. Certain spells also require use of a spell component, perhaps a bit of bat fur, a lizard's tail, and so forth. At the start of this adventure, you may assume that Raistlin is prepared to use any spell in his spellbook, and that he has brought along the proper components for any spells listed. He must, of course, have the components in hand and ready to use. At some point in the story, he may lose his spell components. If so, he must somehow acquire the proper components for each spell he wishes to cast in order to use it. If at any time you, as Raistlin, try to cast a spell that requires a component and you do not have it with you, you must watch video 193. Likewise, spells must be reviewed periodically in order to use them properly. At the adventure's beginning, Raistlin has reviewed all his spells and thus may use any of them, but as time goes on, he may forget their proper wording and must review them again. The text will explain how to know which spells are available to Raistlin at any given time. Playing without dice. Should you ever wish to play the adventure when dice are unavailable, there is a simple substitute that requires only pencil and paper. Simply write the numbers 1 through 6 on separate slips of paper and mix them up in a container. Then draw one of the slips, note the number, and place it back in the container. Mix up the numbers and draw a second time. Each draw represents one roll of a die. If only one die is called for, draw only one number. Your character is now complete, and you're ready to begin your adventure. Watch video 1, and good luck.
"Why must we test this one so severely?"
whispered a voice from the nether region. "Who questions the gods?" Parsalian muttered impatiently. "They demanded a sword. I found one, but beaten, tempered, made useful."
"And if he breaks?"
hissed the shadow voice.
"Then we bury the pieces."
From the Chronicles of Astinus of Palanthus of Krynn.